Hey Cancer, welcome to your 2019 Astrology at last. I will be doing, of course, face-on horoscopes and taroscopes, but for you, this is a meditative little start of 2019 for you. And I have to say, 2019 is all about, or a lot to do with your relationships, building up to a crescendo at the end of the year, where a lot of magic is happening around love and partnerships. But I have to say, January is also a very strong focus for love and partnerships. There's so much going on in your relationship zone. We've got the Sun conjunct Saturn. You may be thinking about getting married. You may be thinking about committing this year to love and partnerships of all descriptions. But you want it to be serious and you're confident about what you want. Now, the new moon eclipse of the sun, that partial eclipse on the 6th of Jan, is going to change your view on something connected to relationships. You're going to see things in a new way. There's an ending, there's a beginning, there's a rebirth when it comes to love. And actually, on the 3rd of February, Venus is entering your relationship zone. So all of the energy at the beginning of the year is getting you to rebalance, refocus, recharge your relationships to find what you're looking for. And that's not just romantic relationships. It can also be business partnerships. But you're keen, well, not even keen, you're compelled to sort things out relationship-wise. And you may find yourself meeting someone who really rocks your world. But if you're in a relationship that isn't working, it could be a tricky time, January and February, as you reposition yourself and you re-establish yourself as someone that is worthy of love, and you're not in the mood to, actually you are in the mood to compromise, but you're not in the mood to have anyone ride a roughshod over you. You're not having it. You know your worth by the time we get to February. Now, we do have a full moon eclipse of the moon on the 21st. It's a total lunar eclipse of the blood moon. And it's in your security zone. There's a peak experience when it comes to money and security. But again, it's an eclipse. It's about change. It's about transformation. It's about you thinking, okay, what makes me secure? It could be a rebirth of your finances, a way of thinking about what is secure in your life, and you just going, right, I'm only going to allow what's good for me into my life. But if you ignore it, it could be something comes to a head. Full moons are always about peak experiences, and eclipses are all about what's hidden. Don't rush into it though. You won't have the full story for a few weeks, but trust your instincts. On the 19th of February, there is a full supermoon in your communication zone. So you're building up to expressing yourself and to saying what you want to say. And there could be something that you're delivering around that time, or information coming to you, which again gives you a deeper awareness about relationships. On the 23rd of February, Venus is joining forces with Pluto. That is an intense energy. Obviously, Pluto is the lord of transformation and change. There could be an ending or a beginning around that time, but you're feeling powerful, and that's the key. When we feel powerful, when we value ourselves, when we realise, that we are at the mercy of no one, that is when all relationship dynamics shift. So if somebody's been messing you around, definitely, I would say, in the first few months of the year, you are sorting yourself out, you are freeing yourself, you are liberating yourself, and you're making some very strong decisions when it comes to relationships. Now, the big news of this year is that Uranus is shifting signs, and he's going into quite a magical space for you. It's about creating your future. It's about feeling connected. It's about groups of people. It's about socializing. It's about the internet. You're going to revolutionize the way you are online, probably. You may meet a group of people that revolutionize your life. You're thinking in a new way. You're opening up, and you can create your future, or there'll be windows of opportunities for you to shift your world. Now, the last time that Uranus was in this energy was between 1934 to 1942. So a good long time ago. You're definitely going to learn a lot about people, about what impact groups of people have on you. If you're hanging out with old friends and their energy is completely different to yours now, you're likely to go through changes of your social group this year. You may find yourself mixing with a very powerful group of people, or people that are supporting you to do a big project. It may be that you're creating a new website, but it has profound meaning. It's Uranus. It's about being a maverick. It's about expressing your genius, and other people and connections are going to help you do that this year. With Mars trine Pluto in your relationship zone as well, you're changing, and actually through the people you mix with and through the experiences that you're going through, through the learning and the socializing, you're looking at your personal relationships differently. Now, Pluto is retrograde from the 24th of April in your relationship zone, and you'll be thinking about what formed you, what relationships formed you. What were old relationships like? Was there a pattern? What was your parents' relationship like to each other and to you? Is any of that impacting who you are? Have you created a life with those seeds? Have you got fears, unnecessary fears or illusions connected to your parents' relationship or your upbringing or your first lover? All of this is going to be examined in great detail from April to October, and you're going through a great healing then and a transformation. Now, Mars enters your sign on the 16th of May, making you feel very empowered, giving you an energy boost, making you fearless and much more mouthy than usual. You're going to say it as it is. You're not going to scuttle sideways. You're like, right, I'm not putting up with any crap. With Venus trine Saturn on the 31st of May, it's a great feel-good time for you, where you feel that you're ready to commit to what is real and you're ready to cast out what is an illusion. You're very super psychic on the 14th of June. Around that time, you're instinctual, and you're going after dreams. Make sure you're not chasing windmills, of course. Make sure that they're the right dreams for you, but may have a call to travel or to do something that it involves you going on a journey in some way. And maybe normally you wouldn't do it or you'd put it off, but it's like, you're like, right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it happen. Now, with Mercury conjunct Mars on the 18th of June, it could go either way, actually. You have something very powerful to say. If somebody's not listening to you, you might find yourself being quite argumentative around that time, but you have force behind what you've got to say. And that energy comes in and out all year. You're much more proactive. You're much more forceful. You're saying what you think more. You're going after what you want more. You're letting go of things that no longer serve you more. And it may be that somebody who had a very powerful impact on you last year, you cut the ties with, and you're ready to step into your own power. The new moon eclipse of the sun is in your sign on the 2nd of July. I mean, all this eclipse energy for you is a total rebirth. There is a fundamental shift in your life this year, and a fundamental opportunity for you to step into your power. And this eclipse, it is very personal to you. What is it that is going to be revealed? What has been hidden? In the middle of the summer, you become aware of things that were previously unseen. Now, Venus goes into your sign on the 3rd of July, and you are every inch the love magnet. It's a very positive time in July for you to draw not only love to you, but to transform your finances. It's your time to succeed. You're charming, you're persuasive. Hopefully, you've gone through the changes that you need to go through, so you're secure enough in yourself to make things happen around that time. The full moon and eclipse of the moon on the 16th of July is in your relationship zone. More rebirth, more transformation, more seeing things clearly about your relationships. And also your relationship to yourself. You're shedding your fears, you're shedding holding back, you're deciding who you want to be and how you can present yourself. With Venus trine Neptune, there's a spiritual revelation. July is very intense for you in terms of your relationship. Something powerful is happening around love and intimate relationships in July. Now, try and sort it all out before the 26th of July, because Mercury goes retrograde in your sign. So there could be some kerfuffle around relationships and around communication in July. Because you're like, what's going on? And there may be a bit of, don't be hoodwinked by somebody who's trying to charm you to stick to something that you don't no longer want to stick to. There's a massive energy in the cosmos on the 3rd of September where we are able to become enlightened and transformed. But also, if we're ignoring it in any way, if we're not being true to ourselves, there could be a bit of struggle around the beginning of September. But it's also a time where you have the opportunity to push forward and push through to an idea that's very important to you. Venus is going into a lovely place for you as well around the 8th of October. You're feeling creative, you're feeling sexy, sensual, and open to new experiences. Should be a lot of laughter, whether you're, whatever. Even if you don't want a relationship, whatever you want, you're feeling creatively inspired, and there's a lot of laughter to be had in October. We also have Jupiter shifting signs, and this is amazing. Also on the 26th of November, Venus goes into your relationship zone. As I said, 2019 is all about loves and relationship and changing. When Jupiter, the planet of expansion and good fortune, goes into your relationship zone on the 2nd of December, it's, there should be a lot of positive energy coming to you around love. Venus is conjunct Pluto in your relationship zone. Jupiter is trine Uranus. Something big is coming your way to do with love, and it's going to be a very interesting journey. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon. Hello, wonderful one. Thank you so much for listening. It would be fabulous if you liked, subscribed, or shared. It would be really, really helpful. Also, I have a ton of free stuff for you. Horoscope.co.uk for everything astrology, and michelleknight.com for everything psychic and free tarot reading. See you there.